Mind over matter. We've all heard it. We've probably all said it. It's a testimony to the triumph of the human spirit. We clench our fists, we grit our teeth, we bow our chests, and we get it done. Well, you probably did not need to hear that. I'd like to offer you something different, something more. Not just a worn out pep talk, using that tired cliche. I remember being in the coach's office with several other coaches, and the head coach informed us that we would not be getting last week's game film of our upcoming opponent. Now, you see, there's an unwritten but very well understood code of cooperation among coaches. We trade game films. That's right. After we've reviewed our game film, we send it to the team who will be playing the opponent that we just beat, so that they can use it to learn from it and see how we beat them. You know, it's an important tradition because it underscores the idea that even though we may be opponents this week, we all have a high degree of mutual respect for the game and for each other. When it's all said and done, we're all striving to be better, not just in football, in character, and in life. Well, the coach's room fell silent. All eyes were fixed on our head coach. What are we going to do without the game film? We need it. No one asked that question, but that was the elephant in the room. Well, the head coach, he never lost his composure. He just kind of leaned back in his chair and locked his hands behind his head and said, "It's mind over matter. I don't mind because they don't matter." That may sound a bit arrogant, but you'd need to know my coach. There's actually a deep lesson in there that I have cherished for a lifetime, and I want to share it with you today. Competition brings out the best in us and the worst. The intensity of battle strips us down to our very core, what we're really made of. Well, in case you haven't noticed, it's campaign season. Campaign is competition. It's going to bring out the best in some and the worst in others. Now, for those of us who are political activists on social media, the competition is really heating up. Every day, all day, I'm getting accosted by trolls with off-topic and very toxic remarks. I don't reply. I don't block them. Why? I don't mind. Because they don't matter. After all, I know it seems like it, but they do not represent the vast majority of the players on the other team. They are the weak ones. They've given into their flesh. They can't influence me or change my convictions. They're wasting their time. I'll be damned if I'm going to get down on their level. I'm going to execute my plan for my candidate. I'm not going to be distracted. I absolutely refuse to allow them to set my agenda, keeping me busy all day and all night servicing their toxic remarks. It's hard to get a train moving, but once you get it moving, it's hard to stop. I'm not about to stop the train to silence a few barking dogs. I intend to win. And after we've won, the stakes get higher. Our next battle will be against a bigger and stronger opponent. Without the help of our former opponents, we don't stand a chance. Oh, those trolls, they're not going to be there to help us. I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to remain malcontents. They're going to quit. They're going to blame others, specifically us. But the vast majority of the players on the other team are going to be looking to us for leadership, for unity. That's who I'm interested in. You know, it's kind of hard to enlist and recruit the help of others when you characterize yourself as toxic. At the end of the day, there's going to be one nominee. And that means that we're going to need the help of the legions of others who did not vote for that one nominee. Let's make sure that the heat of battle brings out the best, not the worst, in us. We're all Americans. That's what makes us exceptional.